Alright. Here's an old barrel that me and my cousin Earl used to shoot at with the Mauser. Got some old videos of us shooting at the... If you go back in the early stages of my YouTube channel, like 2015, you'll see us all. We was all down there shooting. We had the M1A, 2 handguns, a lever action, and I think we had a 410 back here too. It was the one where I rapid fired the M1A. That was a separate video, but I did rapid fire the M1A in that video too. I'll link it in the description below. I am testing out my new Vikings tactical sling here, carrying the M1A, and it really holds up the weight of the rifle. It doesn't feel like I have a rifle on me at all. And we'll go down here and we will view the pond. Yep. There's the pond, and down right there through there is where we always shoot. So we're going to continue on up the hill here. Alright, we're up here in my grandparents' top field, and I got the M1A on me, loaded with soft point bullets and an AMAX, in case we happen to come across a coyote. Come back here a lot of times. Back when they owned cattle, you couldn't be back here though much, because the cattle would run you off. They used to have bulls, and bulls are quite aggressive. Yeah. We'd come back here and shoot the Mauser sometimes. Just back here looking around. Been a few years since I've been back here.
That's a difference too.
Oh, it is? We got a mangled car up here.
No, there's something else.
It's something. It looked like a car.
Yeah.
Like the frame of it. There's another road over there. It goes all the way up to that hill there. Oh yeah, it is a plow. From way back there where I was looking at it, it looked like this was the frame of a vehicle. Yeah, and that looked like the wheel, but it's a plow. You ever see a tree used as a trailer hitch before? As a bike lock? It probably fell down in some of them big windstorms we had. Oh yeah, it came right out of its roots down there, just toppled over. Yep. I wonder if Grandpa knows this was knocked over.
I don't know. Right.
Yeah, and that one knocked over out of its roots too. Now you guys, I'm talking to the camera, but if you ever want to know what tornado damage looks like, I've been in the back of the woods where a tornado almost touched down before. And the way you can tell is if you look up at the top of the trees, like if it didn't really touch down itself, but like was getting ready to. The way you can tell if there was a tornado is if the tops of the trees, like right there, are twisted around, like something grabbed a hold of it and just twisted them up there at the top. And that showed where a tornado was starting to come down, but it didn't touch down, it was getting close. But I've seen it before in another set of woods where me and my dad hunts, where I killed the buck this year, or last year really, back in November. But there's an area in the backwoods where a tornado about touched down in the trees. Like the tops of the trees look like something just grabbed a hold of them and twisted them. And like they're all twisted around up at the top, but they're completely normal and straight down here at the bottom like they are right now on these. So that's something to see. I may film that when we go back out there sometime. Yep, so me and my cousins, we used to come back here and shoot guns, and very well may still do it if we all get time. And one time we set, I got a big old limb stuck around my leg. One time we set a box back in one of them trees, way back over in there, somewhere in there, and we was set up way over there on that side of the field over there, shooting off the back of a truck with that 7.65 Mauser, and it had a pretty damn good group that far through the woods. That was a pretty fun day. Yep, well, we shall continue. Alright, we went further back into the land, my grandparents' land, way back here at the back. See, there's the property fence right there.
That belongs to somebody else.
Yeah, way back over in there's another whole totally different property. I figured, why not do a woods walk right now? You know, because I said I was going to do one at the church farm, but the church farm is a different scenario. Me and my dad just got so darn tired, we just decided not to walk the whole church farm. I'll do a woods walk on that sometime soon too. We ran 2 deer out over that direction. 2 does, they went scooting through there. I wish I'd got that on camera. And over there, right here is where you cross on over. We shot some guns back in there before too. Killed a few squirrels. Heard somebody shoot. We are on private land, so if I do see a coyote, I could dust it with the M1A. Because pretty much the coyotes are getting so bad around in my area that they're getting into town and eating people's dogs. We're a long ways from the town I live in though, but even still, I mean, around here they terrorize people's cats and cattle. You know, coyotes are a menace. People like to think they're these fluffy dogs like your home pet, but they're not. They are they're pretty much like the ISIS of the animal kingdom when it comes to running around eating things. So you see one, you gotta take it out pretty much. I love coming back here. Yeah. Well, I'll continue this here in a minute. All right. What'd you find?
That deer cat. See how it's pinched?
Yeah. It was a big sucker.
Yeah.
All right, we're all the way back here. We're heading back down the hill. We saw 2 doe, and I think I saw a squirrel, but he was way over in the woods, and I wouldn't have been able to have shot him. I wouldn't have shot him with this anyway. M1A. Although I think it would be funny to shoot a squirrel with an M1A. There's a video on YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube while making a YouTube video. Where a guy hit a squirrel with a 30-06 and it just absolutely exploded it. It's like getting hit by a well, if it was compared to a person, it'd probably be about like a person getting hit with a 20mm bullet. So a 30-06 to a squirrel is like a 20mm to a full-grown man, pretty much. There was just nothing left of him. Yeah, I think I see something. No, that's just weeds. I see little things on the ground at a long distance, and it could be a twig or something, but I think it's a squirrel because it looks like it may be moving. And I carried my M1A that whole distance, and not once did it hinder my ability to walk. I mean, don't get me wrong, M1A is a hefty gun, but it ain't as heavy as people like to make it out to be. I've carried it a lot further than when I've carried it right now. Another deer sign?
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
On the track, really.
Yeah. That's been there a while. Another way to determine prints, like on a coyote, say versus a bobcat. A coyote, the claws will always be out because they can't. Dogs and canines can't retract their claws. But a bobcat or a mountain lion. I mean, a mountain lion's got a significantly bigger paw than a coyote, but they do retract their claws. So if you see something that looks like a coyote sign, but it doesn't have the claws, it's probably a bobcat. Just something I learned. My buddy Change and Dr. Tracer and Outlaw out at Outlaw's place one time got surrounded by bobcats. If he's watching this, he'll probably reminisce on that. They got surrounded by bobcats out there at his place. They had to scare them off with 12 gauges. That wouldn't have been fun. I wish I'd have been there. Shoot at them with my M1A. Now we're coming back down to the little campsite back here. And the pond. Yep, so that was one of my first of many wood walk videos. I plan to do this at the cabin too. We'll walk the whole length of the cabin, the trails and stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This will be uploaded after the shooting egg video. The eggs got really hard to shoot there. Yeah. I hit one, and the wind was blowing them because we had them set up in plastic bags on like a little piece of metal. Looked like a little A-frame holding them. I'll show the rig here, and you'll probably see it in the last video, but the wind would sway them, and it was like trying to shoot a moving target. That was about this big at that distance, so I missed quite a bit, but I did nail one of them. I think I nailed 2 or 3 of them, I think, before that. Can't quite remember. But yeah, anyway, see y'all in the next video.